Hi guys, I'm here to discuss the Moving While Black movement that's currently happening. However, it's part of a much smaller movement because it seems that you cannot exist while black. Recently, probably a week ago, the granddaughter of Bob Marley, now this is his eldest daughter's daughter. She was moving out of an Airbnb home. She and her friends rented the home for a period of time because they were in the area and they had a show. Now they were moving out of the home, and this white lady, a neighbor, called the cops because they did not acknowledge her when she waved at them. So she called the cops on them. The cops detained them for quite some time, not believing that they rented the Airbnb, even after showing proof in the app. Now, I don't know if many of you are familiar with Airbnb, but there's an app. Everything is done through the Airbnb app. All commentary, all payments, everything is done through that app. So it really baffles me that they, after seeing the proof in the app, still did not believe it to be legitimate. Now, not more than a week before that incident, an ex-Obama staffer who was moving into a new apartment building had the police called on him because someone in the building assumed he was burglarizing the place. Now, that person said that he appeared to might have a weapon and he was burglarizing the place, which is quite confusing because if you're stealing something, you're not moving it in, you are moving it out. So, that's quite confusing. Now, I understand moving in the middle of the night. I move in the middle of the night because it's convenient. There's not a lot of traffic, not a lot of people in and out of the elevators, so you're not holding up the elevators for anyone. There's less traffic on the street, so it's convenient. So I assume that's why he moved. Actually, he stated that that's the time that he had to move. Now, the police took less time with him. It was about 15 minutes. They went upstairs, they found his friend who was taking a shower, and they eventually determined, okay, he has rights to be here, and they left. Actually, a couple hours after that, 2 more police showed up, not knowing that the issue had been resolved. So, like I said earlier, this is an issue that actually has been happening for years now. However, it's become more, I want to say it's more known now because of social media. Because of social media and platforms like Twitter and Facebook and people having phones that can record now, you're actually seeing just how hard it is for black people to exist while being black. We have the cops called on us for doing literally what any other human being would do, what is considered normal human behavior. 2 men had the cops calling them for sitting in Starbucks. Everyone else sits in Starbucks. You do not have to purchase to sit in Starbucks or use Starbucks. Lots of people, lots of college students go into Starbucks to use the Wi-Fi. I've done that myself. I'm trying to think of any other instance. There's so many. You can't drive while black. You get pulled over for the most insane reasons. You cannot walk while being black. You're always questioned, why are you here? Why are you walking down this block? Because you just don't seem to fit in. This really takes me back to the segregation and Jim Crow era because back then there were actually laws that said Black people can't go here. You can't do this. You can't wave at a white person. You can't acknowledge a white person until they acknowledge you. And when a white person waves to you or says hi to you, you better respond, because you'd get into a lot of problems. Now, even though these laws are outlawed, it's still practiced today. It's very subtle, and this is part of subtle racism, where no one says it out loud. Oh yeah, I'm being racist. Yeah, my actions are racist. Yes, I call the cops on them because they're racist. Just like back then. No, I called the cops because they were disturbing the peace. I arrested them because they were disturbing the peace, because they were doing something wrong. When in all reality, it's because... Sorry, my video cut out. When in all reality, black people are viewed by their skin color first, and their skin color is viewed as threatening. So it does not matter what you're doing, you are automatically treated subhuman because you're black.